Hello guys, this is Pavel Skorp and Laravel Daily Video. Today let's get a little philosophical. I'll be short and philosophical. The question of the day is, are we still developers? That's kind of a provocative question. What do I mean by that? So imagine you started a new web project, new website, and you need to build it from scratch. What does it mean from scratch nowadays? Like 5 or 10 years ago, you would launch some Notepad++ and start writing code. What do you do now? Go to your terminal or command line, run composer create project Laravel or Laravel new project with installer. So basically you take tool called Laravel and you don't write code yet. Then for generating some of the code, you run some artisan commands like make controller, make model, make migration, all of that, and you write some code on top. Then if you want to have an admin area, for example, you might take our quickadminpanel.com tool, that's advertisement, or any other admin generator. If you want to have a front end, you take any Bootstrap theme from the market for free or like $20 or $50 and you apply that. If you want to integrate some external tool into your project like MailChimp, Twilio, Stripe for payments or PayPal or whatever, you take their API and you use it. Or even a step further, you take a package which is a wrapper for Laravel and all you need to do is basically call facades for like Stripe Charge or something like that. And all of that means basically that my general thought lately is we're not that much of a developers anymore. More and more of our daily job to create projects is actually not about developing, not about creating, not about writing code, but about using existing tools, whether it's code generators or external APIs, or even PHP Storm takes a lot of work from us. I mean, we don't have to remember stuff. It's been generated, it's been auto-completed for us, and don't get me wrong, that's great. That's evolution. That's where we should go. But what happens really is for people who just learn Laravel or just learn certain programming language, it's really difficult to compete on the market because they don't know any external tools. They learn it by doing, and more and more developers appear on the market who just can install things. My overall point is maybe we're not that much of developers now, but we're more like installators, integrators, configurators. Well, I'm not sure if that's even a word, but or is there any one word to describe it? But I mean, more and more of our daily work is actually about configuration between the systems and making it work together, like Lego, like constructor, more than actual developing. And that leads me to the observation I've made the other day while researching Upwork for trends. The prices for web development projects are getting lower. So, well, they're not that low. I mean, you still can earn money with that, but if you want to build just another marketplace or just another not social network is a bad example. I mean, presentation website for a company. These days, clients don't really pay more than a few $1,000s. Well, Upwork, of course, it's a lower market tier, but I mean, the whole development thing, clients understand now that it's a commodity. If you just create websites, it's a commodity, and everyone can do that basically, because you don't even need to learn how to code. You just need to learn how to use the tools. I even know people, by the way, who learn Laravel without learning PHP, and that's totally possible. I was shocked and I was mad and I was pissed at them, but reality is it is possible. It's like learning jQuery without JavaScript. You can do that, and that's totally fine. Well, it's not deeply fine because you don't have fundamentals then, but you can create projects with Laravel without too much PHP knowledge. You just read Laravel docs, read some tutorials, view Laracasts, and you're a Laravel developer without being a PHP developer. So yeah, more and more people are coming to the market without deeper knowledge, and it's enough for them. The barrier of entry is getting lower, therefore the prices are getting lower. More competition, and the market regulates itself, and the clients are paying less money. With that said, what you would do, like if we are being a commodity now, how to compete and how to make still good money? You have to specialize. You have to be not a website creator and not a like installator configurator, but you have to be specialist in some niche which you are recognized for. So in our case, in my case, I'm a specialist not only in Laravel, that is not enough, but I work specifically with data management systems like CRMs, admin panels. That's how Quick Admin Panel was born. And if I tell the client that I work specifically with CRMs and stuff like that, it means I know that market, I know how it works, I know some deeper things about that specific market, and then I'm hired based on that. Or I know specific integrations that are applied to that market. Another way of specializing in general for developer is to take some really trendy niche like VR, AI, mobile. Mobile is not that trend anymore, but I mean the gadgets, wearables, anything like that, which are hot, and companies would pay a lot of money for being an early adopter, and there's not that much documentation and tools for that. So if you are good at that, it's remember first things about computer or even about internet. First website creators were like gods. You could create a website that was huge, or if you could develop code to run a program on basic language, that was huge those days. So if you want to earn really good money, you have to be early adopter of technology, and you have to have experience with some of those trendy technologies, trendy tools. Of course, another way to go and earn more money is enterprise. So if you go and work for like banking systems or anything like higher security stuff, anything that any company that is working with big money and big risks and huge quality assurance, like the 100% quality, they do pay more money as well. So yeah, but if we're talking about general freelance market, I consider myself a freelancer. It's getting harder to compete on just Laravel or just website creation. You need to be specializing somewhere, or otherwise you will basically get pushed out of the market just because of the price. You will get less and less money, and at some point you will need to shift anyway. So I advise you to expand your knowledge, to always constantly be evolving, to learn new things, to see the trends. I'll try to help you with that, with my observations, but homework for you, I guess, is to think about are you really a developer these days, and how much of your time is actually writing new code. So that's the thought for today. I hope you agree, or even if you disagree, that's totally fine. Use YouTube comments and tell me, are you really a developer? Do you consider yourself a developer? Yeah, and subscribe to the channel and visit our sponsor, our tool to generate quickadminpanel.com. See you.